whatever you are, anything extra if we are looking for, which is not you, that means you are becoming artificial. Now you can then what? Enhancement. If you are going according to the real needs, then automatic enhancement will happen in you. If you are going in the right direction, why will not you see more and more? Why will not your heart widen? It will become more rich. So people forget this. They think that is something else which makes you divine. No, it makes only humanity makes you divine. If that you are doing properly, then where is this progress and all? It is not that you are looking for some, no, suddenly there some flower will appear and say you are fine. So that holding, because it is so simple, and that is why people do not think that this is the thing. So about the numbers and all, never think any such things. I'll tell you a story. There used to be this a Swami called, he was a saint, Ranganath. And there was this Ramdas Swami, two saints, but their style of living was entirely different. Ramnath Swami will always remain in line cloth, single cloth, running all over. And Ranganath Swami was fond of very much pomp and show. So all the time horses and all this and pomp and show going on. And he has thousands of followers. But if somebody asks him that who is the saint, then he says Ramdas. He is more knowledgeable than me. He said, no, it is your humility. Look, you thousands are thronging to you. There hardly any time you go, 4-5 people will be sitting there. So this is your modesty. You are saying this, and I appreciate. So followers are also happy. They look how good Guru is. He is giving to a person. Then kept on going like this. Then one day he asked that Ramdas Swami that you need to come to my katha. I have some doubts, so I want to clear with you. Then he said, no, I would love to come, but I have some engagement with my people. So this kept on going for months and he could not. Then he announced to his followers, whosoever brings Ramdas Swami here, he will get whatever he asks for. So there was this one person. He had 2-3 daughters, some sons. He says, how to get them married? And all those trouble was ailing him. And he used to go to Ramdas Swami. So he says, Guruji, for you what is there? But my daughters will get married, I will get money, all this. He has told me, give for my sake you come at least. He said, look, for if this thing you are calling, then you should tell that correctly. He said, no, for such things I will not go. Then he said, see, you are not looking at my plight and all. Then he said, okay, but you will not ask all this. What I will tell you, that only you have to ask him. Now he was caught between in this side and that side. So he said, okay, whatever you say, that only I'll ask. With teary-eyed, and he took him and he went there. So they were talking for hours together. They were just talking. And every time he'll come now over that, I have to take my money and ask and all those. Then they are still talking. Then finally they both came out. Then he said, no, tell me what. Then he said, no, this is the thing that he told me, if you bring, I can ask, but he put a condition. Now he had to, because both were sitting there, so he had to tell, no, but he had to, only what he says, that only I have to ask. Then he said, talk was this only. Then he said, no, you don't have to ask. I am telling you, ask him whatever we got with this discussion or satsang, you get 1/4 of it. That is what you have to ask. Then he said, what will I get out of it? So many problems are there. 4 hours they were breaking their head. and this they are saying 1/4 of that you go. I will better do some work. What is the point? So but he's saying, so he said, okay, I'm asking you, give me 1/4. And the moment he says, he was a different person. That is what we call Shaktipat. If the true thing is there, so there are ways. So, so he became a different person. He said, I don't want anything now. Something like Vivekananda. Every time Ramakrishna is saying, go ask, and he'll go and he said, no, I will not. He said, then why are you saying I have troubles? You go and ask, I am sending you. Yeah, you will get fulfilled, whatever you want. He said, no, why should I ask this then? I ask something else. So same thing, he said, no need. Then he said, now you can ask whatever you wanted. He has enough. So that also he got, and this also he got. So Pig's story I was telling is that these seers were doing yajna, and they were very devoted to a particular form, Vishnu. So they said, I want your darshan. You come Pratyaksh. I said, okay, I'll come. Now they are doing very devotedly their yajna. And suddenly a pig comes and destroys everything. And these, when they are yajna, ahuti and everything, it comes and just roams around. And goes. So these saints get angry, start beating the pig. So they don't realize that, but beat and then they say, you need sitting. He said, again they sit in meditation, said you come. Said, I had come, look at your backs. So they were all beaten up themselves, those saints. Because they were so much one with it. And he also says the same thing. I came in the form of that pig. How could you see difference in anything? You did not tell me that come as this form. You said come, I have come. And in other words, I am you also. Look at your backs. Ask each other. Then you are beating yourself, nobody else, because you are also one with me. So we say this difference has not to be seen in human beings. They are same. But when we attain to it, then we realize it, that how it is. So that is why we say becoming everything known means this. That you realize it, that it is that, and that becomes. This is the journey. So long as we have this thing, that some kind of firmness is not there. Otherwise, the idea is very simple. That only you see, if God is there, then where are you sitting? Because the second idea is it is everywhere. Now, where else you can sit? What else you can do? What is lacking? Because you are not focused. You are not establishing. You are not firm in your being. Yeah, it is those, because then you one thing you propose and you cut it by another. If you are going, this is a simple truth everywhere. That's why people lived thousands years in that way. No compass needed, nothing needed. The heart is telling them, go this, do this, and that. World is running smoothly, no issues. So that all, where have those capacities gone? Oh, where? Only we have forgotten them. So again, if we from head to heart, the journey we say this is small. If you give importance, a prime place to your heart, then more with all the impressions around gathered so far, undergo that bhogam, because that you have created, and then again you are safe. So this becomes difficult when we go outside, but it should not become. That's what we say. The moment you realize that oneness, then how it can be difficult? It cannot be much difficulty there. So about one's own firmness, we should look at simplicity, being human. this form or frame, whatever we call it, alone is there in whole creation, which is capable of soaring to the highest. It has potential unfathomable. No other form has it. Not even whom we call this ethereal form. They also cannot evolve. They are already evolved, but they have no scope to evolve. If they have to evolve, they have to come, and it's like workshop. They have to stay in this place and evolve. And this for this way is simple. Just be human, as much as human we can be. When we become entirely human, then parhit will automatically come in our heart, looking for others' welfare, because there is no other. And that makes world beautiful. Because you have evolved beyond yourself. Now you care for the other. Automatically, if you see this formula logically, then somebody is caring for you. When it has become universal, then somebody you will find caring for you. And nobody will, since you are caring for the other, nobody will call you selfish. And your need are also getting fulfilled by somebody else. That story, very small somebody made, and it's true. That tub was kept, and that payasam or kheer, whatever was kept, and they were giving a long ladles, a spoon with long ladles, and he said, eat. Now, ladle was such long that nobody could eat on its own, so they had started feeding one another. So that is how interdependent humanity is. That is how dependence is. So long as there is a form, there is dependence. And then you realize the real dependence then. That is an entirely different state. You just feel like crying, that's all. And that cry is not sad. And that cry is of fulfillment. This is how it is. In Ram's case, it is most of the life he was seen crying only. No work, hardly spoke. Whosoever said this is like this, and हाँ ठीक है ऐसे ही है. If this is like that, हाँ this ऐसे ही है ठीक है. Nothing. So on this land, such people have stayed. That is our fortune. They have left their vibration when they were in body. If only a few people. The idea and reality is, even if one person is there on earth at one point of time, only one person. It is like seed, no? If you have a seed of a plant, anytime you can grow. So even if a single person is truly devoted, is there on earth, this earth has a future. If there becomes little more number, it may turn into heaven. Somebody has to do it. Whatever needs to be done, howsoever small that step may be, that needs to be taken in its entirety, and then it will be there.